that we need to continue to stand strong to defend everybody's rights and freedoms.
Hey guys, how you doing today? My God, we got some sunshine. Whew. It's been a while. Holy mac. I need a little bit of that vitamin D. Maybe it'll help stave off the... Oh, I'm not allowed to say that, right. Hey, so Trudeau got up on the stand finally. Hey, Mr. Miller, wonder what happened with you. Anyway, doesn't matter. So Trudeau got up on the stand yesterday. Let's talk about that. Or let's talk about Mr. Trudeau, better yet. You know how much I love to do that. Hey, Trudeau, can you explain if every police officer or police service in Canada, every security office in Canada advises you that you have not met the threshold, can you explain to me how you can legally do this? Because we're a little confused down here.
Those words in the CSIS Act are used for the purpose of CSIS determining that they have authority to act against an individual, a group, or a specific plot with, for example, a wiretap. That in order for them to take action in a particular situation, that threshold needs to be met. Within the Declaration of Public Order emergency under the Emergencies Act is about the Governor and Council finding reasonable grounds that there are threats to the security of Canada sufficient to invoke the Emergency Measures Act.
Hey Trudeau, you think we're all as delicate as a porcelain doll? Well, here's my porcelain doll for you. I'm sorry, we brought our trucks down here, and look what happened to this place.
You get some vitamin D for the stay for long time. We talk to the society about healthy living, body weight control. We knew exactly how to...
Nothing more Canadian than a little... Oh, where is it? There it is. I should have planned this better. Nothing more Canadian than having a Timmy's in the morning, in the snow, in front of Parliament Hill. Hey, Trudeau, we're waiting to talk to you. You want to have a conversation yet?
Where did you fall?
Wow, dude. Let me show you a definition. A couple of definitions. Maybe you'll understand why people like me do what I do.
A dictator is a political leader who possesses absolute power. Dictatorship is a state of rule by one dictator or small clique. Yeah, clique. The word originates as a title from a Roman dictator elected by the Roman Senate to rule the republic in times of emergency. Like the term tyrant, and we'll show that later, and lesser degree autocrat, and we'll show that later, dictator come to use almost exclusively as a non-titular term for oppressive rule. In a modern age, the term dictator generally used to describe a leader who holds or abuses the extraordinary amount of power Dictatorships are often characterized by some of the following. Suspension of elections. Hey, NDP, let's not have an election for a while. And civil liberties. Let's use the Emergencies Act. Proclamation of state of emergency. Rule by decree. Repression of political opponents. Not abiding by procedures of rule of law. And the existence of a cult of personality. Centered on the leader. Yeah. Dictatorships are often one party or dominant party states. Yeah, know anybody like this? Sorry about the pictures. They just happen to be there.
You know, dude, you really began to sound like a hypocrite. Well, beginning. Yeah, you've been sounding like a hypocrite for a long time, my friend.
I was never talking about people who are hesitant towards a vaccine, but trying to be reasonable about it and trying to stay safe.
What? If you don't want to get vaccinated, that's your choice. But don't think you can get on a plane or a train besides vaccinated people and put them at risk.
I only have one question. When you made this statement...
And you know what? If you don't want to get vaccinated, that's your choice. But don't think you can get on a plane or a train besides vaccinated people and put them at risk.
Did you ask this question before making that statement?
Is small. Where I would like a clear answer, please.
So there are no misunderstandings. Was the Pfizer COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before it entered the market?
Regarding the question around, did we know about stopping immunization before it's entered the market? No.
It was not a complete proposal.
My last question, Mr. Prime Minister, when did you and your government start to become so afraid of your own citizens?
That's a very unfair...
I am not, and we are not. The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing.
If Canadians are to trust their government needs to trust Canadians. Those are the words of the Prime Minister in 2015. These people, very often misogynistic, racist, women haters, science deniers, the fringe. Same Prime Minister 6 years later as he fans the flames of an unjustified national emergency. So, Mr. Speaker, when did the Prime Minister lose his way? When did it happen?
Speaker, Conservative Party members can stand with people who wave swastikas. They can stand with people who wave the Confederate flag. We will choose to stand with Canadians who deserve to be able to get to their jobs, who be able to get their lives back. These illegal protests need to stop, and they will, Mr. Speaker.
I'm a descendant of Holocaust survivors, and I have never it's never been singled out, and I have never been made to feel less, except for today, when the Prime Minister accused me of standing with swastikas. I think he owes me an apology. I'd like an apology, and I think he owes an apology to all members of this House.
Canadians have stepped up to do the right thing to protect freedoms and the rights of Canadians to get back to the things we love to do.
You know, it's another day here out in protest, and we're these terrible racist people and all this other jazz that we're talking about, and getting random people, give their opinions and everything. And oh look, I found some scoreboards. Yes, score for the East Truckers, West Truckers. Is it Truckers? Wait a minute. That's the youngest trucker I ever seen. Look at this. Can you believe this? Kids allowed to be kids. Hey, Trudeau. When was the last time your kids got to play hockey? Hey? Never. Let's do
Sometimes I feel weak, I can't move my feet, but now I'm miles away.
So do you think now you might owe Canadians an apology? You know, like this one?
And I know people will be disappointed. Yep. But this was my choice to make. And I chose to make it with full consequence of the cost that is possibly going to come to it. But I will not compromise on what is in the best interest of Canada. That's what Canadians elected me for.
I find it ironic that you create a situation and you blame the people that react to your actions in such a vile manner that you've created this situation, and you wonder why you are so fearful of violence. You forget who Canadians are. You chose violence. You chose to attack the protesters. You chose to attack the unvaxxed. You chose to incite Canadians against Canadians. Who the fuck do you think you are? It's time for you to let Canadians tell you who the fuck you are. Time for you to resign. Welcome to the Fringe.
I'm with you.